Hello everyone, it is your boy Winster and I am back at it again with another video. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today, but today we're going to be talking about Yu-Gi-Oh's newest hype set, Maze of Millennia. This is going to be released at all OTS stores a little bit early, January 17th, which is on a Wednesday, and then January 19th is going to be the full release of it. We're going to be talking about the top 5 cards that you should be picking up or looking out for at least. But before we get into today's video, guys, do yourselves a solid. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way you could stay up to date. Thank you for everyone who has done so. Enjoy today's video. Let's talk about it. Coming in at number 5, we got Eye of Illusion. This card reads, if you control an illusion or spellcaster monster, you can activate one of these effects. The first effect, your illusion monster or spellcaster monster cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Effect number 2, during your opponent's turn, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase. Last effect, when your opponent monster declares an attack, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, except the attacking monster, change the attack target to it, and perform damage cal. I personally think a lot of people are sleeping on this card. The reason being, in my personal opinion, is because Chimera is the only real strategy right now that's actually using illusion monsters, and as of late, they haven't been really placing too great. But I think the last effect is going to be the best one. Redirect that attacking monster to one of your opponent's monsters and then perform damage cal, which is absolutely insane. The first one, I think it's a bit mid. I don't know why they added your illusion monster can't be destroyed this turn by battle. Well, illusion monsters can't be destroyed overall when it comes to battle. The second effect is pretty good. Helps you maybe play around some sort of floodgate, or maybe get rid of something important, or maybe you could fuse with it. Numerous amount of ways that you could actually use this card. But that's coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, guys, we got a tie. We got 2 cards that I think are just as important. So number 1, Fighting Flame Sword. First effect, add 1 card from your deck to your hand that mentions Flame Swordsman, except this card. Number 2, when attack is declared involving a Fire Warrior monster you control, you can target 1 card in the field, destroy it. Number 3, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it, negate that effect. The card that it's tied with is Fighting Flame Swordsman. The effect reads, if this card is normal or special summon, you could add 1 spell or trap that mentions Flame Swordsman from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you could send 1 Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. Except this card, you could only use each effect of this card once per turn. I think both of these cards are phenomenal for the strategy. Hopefully in the future we get a little bit more support, because so far the strategy is looking mid at best. But is that going to stop people from playing it? No. I think it has a lot of potential moving forward. Look at Chimera, look at the illusion monsters. Those cards got retrained and they got more support after the fact. Hopefully this strategy gets a lot more support moving forward, because again, it has a lot of potential. It just right now it's not looking the best. That is number 4. Coming in at number 3, we got Triple Tactics Thrust. If your opponent has activated a monster effect during this turn, set 1 normal spell trap directly from your deck except this card. Or if your opponent controls a monster, you could add it to your hand instead. That set card cannot be activated this turn. You could only activate 1 of this card per turn. It goes without saying, this is really meta defining. This card is phenomenal. It helps you break boards. The problem with it at first is that there is only a certain amount of ways you could get it. OTS was number 1, and then pulling it from Photon Hypernova. This card was really hard to get your hands on, thus the price. Now, making it an Ultra in this set is going to make it a lot more available. So that's just really good overall. They did a phenomenal job. They reprinted it at a great time. I just hope that it's not going to be short printed in this set. That way, a lot of people are going to have access to this card. But they did really well with this. Konami, thank you for doing a great reprint of this card. Coming in at number 2, we got Transaction Rollback. The card reads, pay half your life points, then target 1 normal trap in your opponent's graveyard, except this card. This effect becomes that card's activation effect. You could banish this card in your graveyard and pay half your life points and target 1 normal trap card in your graveyard except this card. This effect becomes that card's activation effect. You can only use 1 of this card effect per turn and only once that turn. Bro, this is finna be a problem. This card is absolutely insane. Yes, it comes with a little price of paying half your life points, but it becomes any trap in your graveyard. Let's go over a few. Eradicator, Epidemic Virus, we got D-Barrier, Evenly Matched. The list goes on of super powerful trap cards that this card could become. So yes, it makes other trap-themed decks powerful, also makes Labyrinth powerful, which is arguably one of the best decks in the current format. I'm happy to see that those trap decks are getting a lot of support at the cost of Labyrinth becoming stronger. Only time could tell if people are going to be playing this card, which I highly sure that they will, but hopefully it's not as meta defining as that I'm making it out to be. And coming in at number 1, guys, we got Bonfire. The text is super simple. Add 1 level 4 or lower pyro monster from your deck to your hand. You could only activate 1 Bonfire per turn. This card is absolutely insane, guys. Super hype right now. The prices on it are skyrocketing. I personally wouldn't invest in this just yet. It's just way too expensive. If you're planning to play the Snake Eye strategy, I would personally wait. There is a lot of hype for a lot of good reason, right? The Snake Eye strategy is probably the best engine in the current format. With Fire Kings being released a little while ago, this is only to boost them up. And we all know how strong the Fire King Snake Eyes strategy is in OCG. A lot of American players or TCG players are banking on the same thing. The results there are going to start to reflect here. And they already are, right? Fire Kings are doing phenomenally well in the current format. Not just there, it's also going to help out other strategies, right? Like Centurion. I'm personally playing Centurion. That's why I'm really hyped about this, because it's going to make that deck a lot more consistent. So I'm really hoping that this is not going to be short printed. Konami, if you guys are listening, please do not short print this card. An honorable mention really quick is Drastic Draw. This card is looking amazing in my opinion. Banish all monsters you control. Draw 3 cards. You could not normal or special the turn you activate this card except Cyber's monsters. You can only activate 1 Drastic Draw per turn. This card is absolutely insane, right? Phenomenal for any kind of like Cyber's like strategy, any kind of like Axis code strategy that just like builds walls. I think it's going to be great. I think it's great support for Salamangreat as well. And hopefully this card sees a lot of competitive play because it looks good from my personal opinion. There you guys have it, guys. Top 5 cards that you guys should be looking out for in Maze of Millennia. I want to get your guys' opinions. What cards are you excited for? Did I miss any cards? How do you guys feel about my personal list? Let me know in the comment section below. But hopefully you guys had a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. My name is Winster. You guys have a good rest of your day. Peace out, guys.